Hey everybody, Brian here with you from The Horror Experience, and we are continuing on with series from horror and science fiction coming out of my personal collection. Today I'm going to be covering a series that came out in 1990 and ran through 1993. It ran 3 seasons, a total of 72 episodes, and it ran on USA Network, which was a cable channel, I guess, at the time. I watched it years ago when I used to watch cable. Anyway, this series ran 3 seasons and it ran 72 episodes, and I am talking about Swamp Thing. This was an interesting series. It was very dramatic. It didn't have all of the action-packed stuff that a lot of the other Swamp Thing movies and cartoons and stuff had, but it was still a fun. It was very operatic, in other words, kind of like a soap opera. But I liked it. I'm sorry, I liked it. It was very good. I loved Dick Durock as Swamp Thing. The costume was great. The effects were great for the most part when they did have effects. The stories were, like any other series. You had situations in each episode, and there was usually a bad guy or somebody causing trouble in the swamp. Whether it was hurting the environment or endangering the swamp somehow, or then it would move back to that professor or doctor or whoever he was. And then it would have like guests that would come on as bad guys, that kind of thing, or good guys. It was a good series. I enjoyed it a lot. Now this is the first volume. All right, this is the very first volume. Getting bombarded by my kitties here. She won't let me grab her. She'll come over and rub on me and be loving and everything, and then when I try to do something, she runs off. Yeah, you don't want me to grab it. You don't want me to put you on camera. That's what it is. Cats hate cameras. I don't know why. They know they're being on film. All right, so what we have here is the first volume. Now, this is the first 22. I think this was the first 22 episodes. Now, there were 22 episodes in total on season 1 and 2 combined, and they're both on here. And it came in these little things. This was put out by Shout Factory. Gives you the list of episodes and so on and so forth. These sets are not as common as they used to be. You used to find these everywhere. They were easy to find and everything when they first came out. Seasons 1 and 2 on the first volume are actually pretty easy to find, and they run between $10 and $20, depending on condition and that kind of thing. All right, and then we have volume 2. Oh, and one thing about volume 1 is you're going to find, the reason why I'm doing a video is because I wanted to show you some of the things that people are trying to pull. It doesn't tell you anywhere on the packaging, on the front anyway, that this is volume 1. It just says Swamp Thing, the series. People are pushing this on eBay and other sites, stating that this is the entire series. It's only seasons 1 and 2. There's 3 seasons. So don't let them fool you there. So there were 22 episodes in the first 2 seasons combined, which was not very many. But they made up for it in season 3 by having 50 episodes, which is a total of 72 episodes. But anyway, so because they don't have volume 1 or anything printed on here except for on the back, that's the only way you would find out about it. They try to push this as the whole thing, as the whole series, and it's not. So don't let them fool you. And people will get this, and unless they really read into it, they're not going to know what they have. They don't realize that they have just seasons 1 and 2. They don't have the complete series. All right, here's season 2, and they're doing the same thing with this, except what they're doing now this time they put volume 2 up here, and I think they were trying to prevent people from pulling that crap, so they put volume 2 up here. But people are covering that up, and they're trying to push this as the full series also. Now, this is the beginning of season 3, which is volume 2. It's confusing, I know. And the first half of season 3, so you're getting like 26 episodes here, I think. Alright, again, these ones are pretty well. Seasons 1 and 2, volumes 1 and 2 are still very well available. And you're almost got everything completed once you have these, but you're not done yet. Then you have volume 3, which contains the last half of season 3. So here we have the final chapter of the Swamp Thing. The series comes to DVD, and so this is the final 24 episodes of the 50 episode season 3. So that really made up for the little amount of episodes that you get in 1 and 2, in seasons 1 and 2. But anyway, one of the big things about this is season 3 is out of print. Volume 3 is out of print. You cannot find this. I'm seeing it running for as much as $300 now. Some sites like eBay, you might be able to find it for like $80, up to like $100, and then it's selling on Amazon for like $289. So be careful, make sure you're not buying a knockoff, because there are bootlegged copies of this going around. Anytime something becomes rare or hard to find, bootlegs start popping up. So just be careful of that. But this is the absolute real season, or final season. The final part of season 3. This is the absolute real thing. It's a 4-disc set. Contains the final 24 episodes. And I bought this on the shelf when it first came out, and now it's gone. So that's why, I tell people, hang on to your DVDs, because some of these might disappear. They may not be printing them anymore, unless somebody really starts crying about it. They may just let these go out of print, which is kind of too bad, because Swamp Thing, the series, 1990, was not the most popular thing in the world, but it is getting harder to find. Seasons 1 and 2 volumes 1 and 2 are gonna get harder to find as time goes on, but this one here, it's only used. You can't find it wrapped anymore, and if you do find it wrapped, it's fake. Sorry guys, it's gonna be faked, especially if you're getting a deal on it. If you're getting a wrapped item and you're getting it for $30 or something, it's fake. So anyway, Swamp Thing, 1990. through 1993. Ran 3 seasons. Came out on DVD in 3 volumes. 72 episodes. You had 22 episodes on seasons 1 and 2 combined. And 50 episodes on season 3. And season 3 was on 2 sets. On volume 2 and volume 3. So keep that in mind. It's a lot of fun having these. I love watching them. I think my favorite thing out of the entire deal is the intro. I just love that intro, you know. I love the voice that they gave him. Dick Durock did a great job on him playing Swamp Thing, and it was just a great series. It was a fun series that either loved it or you didn't. I mean, it wasn't like I said, it wasn't like watching, you know, Enter the Dragon or something. It's not an action-packed series, but it was fun. You know, it had good stories, and it was really meant for a younger audience, to be honest with you. It wasn't really meant. There's kind of like lessons to be learned in each episode. Not that they had lessons or anything, but I think dealing with environment and how to treat people and that kind of thing. But anyway. Alright guys, I will upload this and we will continue on with some more series. I've got a lot more coming. Alright, we'll talk at you soon. Later.